My family visited Park City from December 27th through January 1st of this past season. My son skied all 4 days. My wife and I skied 3 days. We spent over $3,900 on lift tickets. That's an average of more than $280 per person per day to ski on Park City, which is a wonderful mountain with great conditions. But unfortunately, um, when we were there, it was obvious that the ski patrol union's strike was having a severe impact on mountain operations. Now, this is not something that we were ever told in advance. On any particular day, we were never given the option to, hey, here's your money back. You could go somewhere else, which would have been a big pain because we were staying on the canyon side of the mountain. We were right there. We could walk to the lift and all of that. Still, had we known how terrible the experience and the conditions were, we definitely would have gone elsewhere. So that's kind of the experience in a nutshell. I'm talking about 20, 30, 40-minute lift lines. At one point, the only way to get up the mountain where we were was to wait in a single line that was over 2 hours long. Totally unacceptable, really disappointing. The most frustrating thing about this situation was probably the lack of communication. And I'll give you an example. We went to the mountain on our second day there. It was December 30th, our second full day of skiing. And we got all our stuff up. We got in line to go up a very long line. And a few minutes later, they made an announcement that that lift would not be opening that day. This is the orange bubble lift on the canyon mountainside. Staff member, told everyone there it wasn't opening, and what he recommended was turning around, going, waiting in another long line to take a lift down to a bus stop where you could wait in another long line to catch a long, crowded bus ride over to the other side, the Park City side of the resort, and go up from there. So we did that. And by the time we had traversed over to the other side, waited in the 40-minute lift line at the bottom of that mountain, it was probably 3 hours. It was close to lunchtime before we even skied. I think we skied, or we were on the mountain a full day and maybe skied 7 or 8 runs or something like that. Totally unacceptable and uh, such a ripoff for the very, very high cost of what Park City lift ticket costs. So, um, biggest frustration was there was never any communication. They had never said in advance, "Hey guys, just so you know, there's only going to be one lift open on this side of the mountain at the bottom, and it's going to be a 2-hour line. And click here, and we'll refund your money for that day, and you could try to ski somewhere else," which would have been a pain because we were there. Still, we were never even given that option. In the meantime, I've tried to reach out and said, "Hey, I would like at least a partial refund here because this was tantamount to fraud, in my opinion." Not heard from them as of January 11th this time. Once we got home, I emailed the Plug City Corporation, sorry, the Vail Corporation through their customer service email address, um, and explained to them exactly what happened, gave them my uh, confirmation number, the purchase date, my customer ID, told them exactly when we were there, what our experience was, what we expected, and what we expected was at least a partial refund. I think a 50% refund would be adequate. Uh, Although at an average of over, close to $300 per person per day, even half of that price is really a poor value for what the skiing experience was. But that's what I've done so far. I followed up with them at least one time. I'm sure they're inundated, but I have not yet heard anything from Vail or Park City.